hier. Immer. Woanders. Lagerfeld Jaco, der Herrenduft von Karl Lagerfeld.
We argue all the time as to who has the better lawn.
They're all envious of my Scott lawn, definitely.
Scott's does it for all three of us.
Now, during the summer, my grass takes a beating.
A heavy sun, droughts.
What the grass needs is turf builder.
About September, I put on a turf builder.
It pumps it up, it rejuvenates it,
Gives it that extra punch for the roots.
You gotta feed it.
That's beautiful lawn. Look at that.
Look at thick.
Nice and green.
It's as thick, it's as plush.
Fall is the best time of year to put down Scott's turf builder.
Sunflowers, a celebration of life.
Took the energies of the negative and tried to change it around by giving you hip-hop, by getting brothers and sisters to start rapping, to start breakdancing, to start believing in themselves, to start having knowledge of self.
When you say hip-hop, you gotta think beyond music. You have to think more expression, attitude, and way of life.
Remember, Bronx River, rolling sticks with cool DJ Red Alert and Chuck Chill Out on the mix. When Africa Islam was rocking the jams, and on the other side of town was a kid named Flash.
The concept of the hip-hop DJ was Grandmaster Flash.
Basically, you had two turntables with a mixer and the beatbox, which Grandmaster Flash and myself has built strongly on at our parties.
People lined up inside and out, just for one reason, to rock the house.
I would go to the park and listen to DJs.
They would bring turntables outside, and it became a big fad.
You used to hear the music for 10 blocks in any direction.
We learned through the people bringing out turntables.
These parties went on to the wee hours of the morning.
And we was playing everything. Anything that had that funky groove, that grunt, that bass line, or that musical taste that made your butt move.
Y'all just get up and dance.
Rap was already in existence, and only the real cool kids had the tape. to have it on record was like the newest thing.
The hip to the hip, the hip, hip, the hopper, you don't stop. Rock it to the bang, bang the boogie, say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie beat.
Originally, there was no militancy in rap or consciousness. The closest thing we got to that was the message.
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stage, you know they just don't care. I can't take the smell, can't take the noise, got no money to...
I felt compelled to do something before there was a competition. Most of the ideas that I was thinking about sort of came, after September 11. The very first idea I had was having a competition right there in the Hudson. I definitely departed from the guidelines in my competition board. So trying to take the idea of these voids in the river and translate them to the site was something that I had to sort of go through a few iterations until I found something that I thought worked. The idea behind it was that you would enter the memorial itself through one of these bar buildings, and you go down the stairs, and then you turn around the corner, and when you get to the bottom, you have this large pool with a void at its middle. And you can circulate around the pool, and you have a curtain of water that cascades from above and fills the pool. The water is falling in front of you, and you're looking out at the pool. The victims of the attack would be inscribed along this parapet which surrounds each pool. So as you're standing there, you stare out and you see this void, which is about the absence of these people.
Up to the time he died in 1987, he remained the vociferous reformer, the sometimes intolerant champion of tolerance. He never stopped listening to the new voice or sound he never heard before, which would embody what he called the ultimate expression.
So what is the ultimate there? It's practically anonymous. It's totally American. It's black. It's totally intelligent, spiritual, full of dark magic, mystery, and feeling. And it has to do with the deepest human emotions and the greatest human grief. John was able to discern that among the most oppressed people in America and enter into that world, see some of the most glorious spiritual essence and preserve it. And in the long run, it's the single greatest artistic achievement of America.
You're in China now, sir.
I know I'm in China.
All roads lead to Shanghai.
Anything could happen. Anything wild?
You could tell me there'd be no other men.
I wish I could, Doc, but 5 years in China is a long time.
When I get excited, my little China girl says, oh baby, just you shut your mouth. She says,
Shanghai.
I didn't think such a place existed except in my own imagination. It smells like a dream.
Heaven. Definitely heaven.
Shanghai.
I dreamed about you, baby. It was just the other night. Most of you was naked, yeah, but some of you was lame. The sands of time are falling from your fingers and your thumb. And you were waiting for the miracle to come.
恋は後味がない簡単に登り詰めた頂点も後味がないしつこくない攻めていいんじゃない